Ladies and gentlemen, too many people sit back and wait. They wait for the perfect opportunity, the perfect moment, the perfect conditions. They say, I'll start when I have more time. I'll go after my dreams when I feel ready. I'll change my life when things get easier. But life doesn't wait. Life doesn't slow down for you to catch up. While you're waiting, while you're making excuses, time is passing, opportunities are slipping away, and the life you could have is fading into the background. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop making excuses. Nobody is going to hand you the life you want. Nobody is going to do the work for you. You have to decide right now that you are done sitting on the sidelines. You are done letting fear, doubt, and hesitation hold you back. People say, I can't because of my past. I wasn't given the same chances. It's not fair. But let me tell you something. Life doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't give special treatment to anyone. The most successful people in the world weren't born with an advantage. They created one. They took what they had and made something out of it. They refused to let their circumstances control them. They took control. You have the same choice. You can keep telling yourself the same old story about why you can't, or you can stand up and say, I will. You can take control of your future by taking control of your present. Stop waiting for things to change and start being the reason they change. The power is in your hands. The time is now. The person is you. Success isn't something that falls into your lap. It isn't given. It isn't owed. It's earned. Every single person you admire, every person who has built something great, didn't wake up one day and find themselves at the top. They worked, they struggled, they fought for it. They made sacrifices, pushed through failures, and kept going when everything in them wanted to quit. That's the price of success. That's the cost of living life on your terms. Too many people want the rewards without the work. They want the results without the grind. They see someone winning and think they lucky. No, luck had nothing to do with it. What you don't see is the late nights, the early mornings, the hours of practice, the discipline, the failures, the rejection, the pain. What you don't see is the years they spent when nobody was watching, doing what others weren't willing to do. You have a dream? Good. Now put in the work. You want more out of life? Then demand more from yourself. Stop waiting for a handout. Stop thinking someone is going to come along and make it easy for you. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to do it for you. If you want success, you have to take it. You have to be willing to go all in, to give everything you have and then give more. It's not about talent. It's not about connections. It's about effort. The ones who win are the ones who refuse to quit. They are the ones who show up every day no matter how they feel. They are the ones who push through pain, ignore the excuses, and take control of their own destiny. If you want something, go get it. Don't ask. Don't wait. Take it. Every single choice you make is shaping your future. Every habit you build, every action you take, every decision, big or small, is leading you somewhere. The question is, are you in control of where you're going, or are you just letting life push you around? Some people act like life is happening to them, like they have no say in the matter. They wake up every day going through the motions, blaming circumstances, waiting for things to change. But nothing changes until you change. Nothing improves until you decide to take control. You don't accidentally become successful. You don't accidentally get in shape. You don't accidentally build a great life. These things happen when you make intentional choices, when you decide that you are done being controlled by fear, by procrastination, by the opinions of others. You either run your life or your life runs you. What you do today matters. The way you spend your time, the effort you put in, the discipline you build, it all adds up. You can choose to waste another day making excuses, or you can choose to take a step forward. You can choose to sit back and hope things get better, or you can choose to take action and make things better. No more waiting, no more blaming, no more wishing. The life you want is built by the choices you make, and the good news is you have the power to make them right now, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Take control and start moving toward the future you deserve. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How many times have you waited for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect conditions? That moment doesn't exist. That opportunity isn't coming. If you keep waiting, you'll be waiting forever. People sit around waiting for the stars to align, waiting for motivation to hit, waiting for someone to give them permission to chase their dreams. But life doesn't work like that. There is no perfect time. There is only now, right now. And the truth is, if you don't start today, you probably won't start at all. Successful people don't wait for things to be easy. They don't wait for the fear to disappear. They don't wait for confidence to magically show up. They take action despite the fear, despite the doubt, despite the uncertainty. They know that action creates momentum and momentum creates success. You're not stuck because you don't have opportunities. You're stuck because you refuse to take the first step. You're waiting for a sign, but the sign has been in front of you this whole time, your life. The fact that you want more, the fact that you're not satisfied, that's the sign. That's your wake-up call. Every second you wait, you are falling further behind. Every excuse you make is stealing time from your future. There will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when it's easy. The only time you have is now. If you want it, go get it. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Start moving. Your future depends on it. Your past is not your prison. It does not define you. It does not control you, and it does not determine your future unless you let it. Too many people walk around carrying the weight of their mistakes, their failures, their struggles, as if those things have the power to dictate who they are. They let their past become their excuse. I can't do this because of what I've been through. I'll never be successful because of where I come from. I wasn't given the same chances as others. But let me tell you something. Where you come from does not decide where you're going. There are people who have had every advantage, every resource, every opportunity handed to them, and they still fail. And there are people who came from nothing, who had every reason to quit, every reason to give up, but they made a choice. They refused to let their past control them. They took control of their lives. Your past is not a life sentence. It's a lesson. Every setback, every hardship, every struggle you've been through wasn't there to break you. It was there to build you. It was there to prepare you for what's next. But you have to stop looking back. You have to stop using yesterday as a reason why you can't move forward today. You can't change what happened. You can't go back and undo the mistakes, the failures, the missed opportunities. But what you can do is decide right now that your past is fuel, not a limitation. You can decide that no matter what has happened before, you are still in control of what happens next. You can decide that your story is not over. The past is done. The future's waiting. The only question is, are you ready to take control? Because the moment you stop letting your past define you is the moment you start creating the future you deserve. Greatness isn't something you're born with. It's not something that magically appears in your life. It's something you build brick by brick through effort, through discipline, through sacrifice. Everybody wants to be great. Everybody wants success, wants to win, wants to live a life of purpose. But the truth is, most people don't want to work for it. They want the rewards without the struggle. They want the victory without the battle. They want the results without the sacrifice. And that's why so many people never reach their full potential. The ones who succeed, the ones who dominate, the ones who take control of their lives are the ones who understand that greatness isn't free. It costs something. It costs late nights, early mornings, missed parties, uncomfortable situations. It costs pushing past your limits, training when you don't feel like it, studying when your mind is tired, grinding when the world is resting. It costs showing up every single day, whether you feel motivated or not. Most people give up when it gets hard. They quit when they don't see results fast enough. They stop when they face rejection, failure, disappointment. But the ones who make it, the ones who take control, they don't stop. They don't slow down. They don't make excuses. They understand that pain is part of the process, that struggle is the price of success, that sacrifice is necessary. You have to be willing to do what others won't. You have to be willing to go all in, to invest in yourself, to push through the hard days when quitting seems easier, because if you aren't willing to pay the price, you don't get to have the prize. Nobody is going to hand you greatness. Nobody is going to do it for you. If you want success, if you want to change your life, you have to be willing to grind for it. You have to want it so bad that you refuse to stop. You have to be hungry, relentless, unstoppable. Because at the end of the day, greatness doesn't come to the ones who wish for it. It comes to the ones who work for it. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment everything changes. As long as you blame others, your parents, your past, your circumstances, you are giving away your power. You are saying, I am not in control. I am a victim of my situation. But the truth is, as long as you keep making excuses, as long as you keep pointing fingers, you will stay exactly where you are. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody is going to wake up every morning and chase your dreams for you. If you want more, if you want better, you have to take responsibility for everything in your life. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Because the moment you do that, the moment you stop blaming, stop waiting, stop expecting someone else to fix things for you, that is the moment you take back control. Taking responsibility means no more excuses. It means owning up to your mistakes, learning from your failures, and refusing to let anything outside of you determine your success. It means looking in the mirror and saying, if I want my life to change, I have to change. If I want success, I have to earn it. If I want happiness, I have to create it. It won't be easy. There will be struggles. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when it feels like the world is against you. But guess what? That's life. And you can either let it break you or you can rise above it. You can either let circumstances dictate your future or you can take responsibility and shape your own destiny. The people who win in life are not the ones who had the easiest path. They are the ones who refused to let anything stop them. They took responsibility, they took control, and because of that, they succeeded. You have that same power. It's in your hands. No more blaming, no more excuses, no more waiting. Own your life, take responsibility, and step into the greatness that is waiting for you. Too many people sit around waiting for motivation, waiting to feel inspired, waiting for the right energy to hit before they take action. But let me tell you something. Motivation is a lie. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the wind. If you rely on motivation, you will never be consistent. And if you are not consistent, you will never succeed. The people who win in life are not the ones who feel like working every day. They are the ones who show up even when they don't feel like it. They are the ones who train when they're tired, who grind when they're uninspired, who push forward when everything inside them says stop. They don't wait for motivation. They create it through action. You don't get fit by working out only when you feel like it. You don't build a business by showing up only when it's exciting. You don't achieve success by taking action only when it's convenient. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't want to do it. Discipline means taking control of your habits, your actions, your mindset. Stop telling yourself you'll start when you feel ready. Stop telling yourself you'll move when the motivation kicks in. Start now. Take one step, then another and another. Because here's the secret. Action creates motivation. The more you move, the more momentum you build. The more momentum you build, the easier it becomes to keep going. Motivation is weak. Discipline is power. If you want success, if you want control over your life, if you want to build something great, you have to stop waiting to feel like it. Get up. Get moving, stay consistent, because the ones who take action every single day, whether they feel like it or not, are the ones who take control of their lives and win. You are not stuck. You are not powerless. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. The truth is, you have the power to change your life at any moment. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to take control. Too many people walk around like they are chained to their past, trapped by their failures, held back by fear. But let me tell you something. Those chains are not real. They only exist in your mind. The moment you decide to break free, the moment you decide that you are done living below your potential, that is the moment your life begins to change. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to wait for a sign. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. The only thing you need to do is make a choice to stop settling, to stop making excuses, to stop living a life that is less than what you are capable of, the choice to step up, take action, and take control. It won't be easy. Change is uncomfortable. Growth is painful. Taking control of your life means taking responsibility for every decision, every mistake, every habit. It means being honest with yourself, pushing through fear, and refusing to let anything hold you back. But the pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. The pain of staying the same, the pain of waking up years from now wishing you had done something different is far worse than the temporary struggle of leveling up. You have the power. You always have. The only question is, will you use it? Will you step up? Will you take control of your life and make it what you want it to be? Because the moment you decide, the moment you commit, the moment you take action, that is the moment your future begins to change. It's in your hands. It always has been. Now go take what's yours. Nobody else will live it for you. Nobody else will fight for your dreams the way you will. Nobody else will put in the work, face the struggles, or overcome the challenges for you. That is your job. That is your responsibility. And if you don't take control, life will do it for you. You have two choices. Stay where you are making excuses, blaming your circumstances, waiting for things to change, or stand up, take ownership, and make things change yourself. There is no secret formula. There is no magic shortcut. The only way forward is through action, through discipline, through relentless effort, through refusing to quit, refusing to accept anything less than your best, refusing to let fear or failure define you. You have more power than you realize. You have more strength than you give yourself credit for. Every moment you waste waiting for the right time is a moment you could have spent creating the right time. Every day you delay is a day you could have used to move closer to your goals. This is your wake-up call. This is your reminder that you are in control. Not your past, not your circumstances, not your fears. You. Your dreams don't work unless you do. Your future won't change unless you change. So stop waiting, stop hesitating, stop looking for an excuse to stay the same. Decide today that you are done being a passenger in your own life. Decide today that you are ready to take control, to step up, to push through, and to make your vision a reality. Because once you commit, once you take that first step, nothing can stop you. You have everything you need. You always have. Now go and take what's yours.